What's going on, brother? How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. We're gonna go ahead and get started, man. My name is LaGarrette Crawford, and I'm with Faith in Action Alabama, man. And Faith in Action Alabama is a multi-racial, multi-faith community organizing organization. And we have networks that's set up in places like Montgomery, Mobile, Birmingham, and Huntsville. And Faith in Action Alabama, our first our mission is to honor God first by dismantling systemic racism in the criminal justice system. And
Okay.
we are one of the largest network of faith-based communities, organizing federations in the country. And here in Huntsville, my main target is talking to the directly impacted, those who have been formerly incarcerated. Building a
Yeah.
relationship with them. So I build a relationship with them, someday they can turn into social justice leaders. And
Yeah.
that's the goal, man. And that's why I'm here today, brother. And that's why me and you is about to talk today, man. You mind going ahead and introducing yourself?
Man, my name is DaCarlos Burnette. You know.
Okay, Carlos, man, we glad to have you today, brother. We honestly glad to have you today, man. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself, man. What you got going on these days?
Well, right now I'm just I'm working for like Stanley Steamer. After all the trouble and stuff, and it was hard on me getting a job because of the felony and all that stuff, and that's what I do now, man. I enjoy it. Cleaning carpets, towels, tile floor, car, stuff like that. I enjoy doing that. So that's what I do for right now.
Okay, well, that's what's up, man. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go into the first question, man. So, Carlos, what are some of the choices that you made over your lifetime that brought you here today?
Man, well, I can start off like telling you, growing up in having a hard life, coming up as a child, growing up in the projects, it really wasn't nobody far as like a father figure to keep you on a, a straight line, and it just started with me like smoking, having sex with these different girls, stealing cars. Then they went from stealing to breaking in stuff. And it's like the more and more you get away with stuff in the criminal world, you feel like you can get away with anything.
Right.
So it just kind of updated on me. And I kind of started like robbing and, just got really out of hand. And didn't have nobody to really sit me down and tell me what I need to be doing at the time. And then the ones that did, I didn't want to hear it.
Right.
But that's kind of what it boiled down to. It kind of got worse over the years, as I grew.
Okay. So, you how you ever got caught up with the juvenile probation officers or anything going on with the juvenile facility?
Yeah, I had my first charge was I had a receiving stolen property. I was 12, and they put me on probation. They tried to give me like indefinite probation till I was 21, and I really just bought a phone that was stolen and didn't even know nothing about it. They charged me with it. And it was, man, it just was terrible,
And that's what they wanted to put you on indefinite probation for that phone
for that phone. First
at the age
time
of
ever getting in trouble
at the age of 12
at 12 years old, yep,
for a phone.
for a phone.
Right. Oh man, that is terrible.
Yep.
Um, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that they tried to do you that way, but that's a non-violent crime, and you were just a child.
Yep.
Put a child on indefinite probation till you 21.
Yep.
That's ridiculous, man. They come up with all these different types of laws, how they wanna fix them, and all of
Right.
that. Instead of
Right.
them getting somebody for you to talk to, a counselor. And that actually is what the juvenile probation job is. When you go, anytime you enter into that juvie facility, the job over there in that juvenile facility is to reform.
Right.
That's what it's for. It's not for to stamp an individual or to stamp these youth that come in there and try to make them out a criminal at a young age, man.
Right. That's right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
So tell us about a little bit more, man. One of those things that happened that made the initial decision for you that actually changed your life.
Well, what really helped me change was, when I was down there in prison. They certified me at 16, and I got down there and they sent me to this program called Alabama Therapeutic Educational Facility, ATEF. And I started trying to, like get trades and my GED and stuff like that. But the teachers was there. Anybody that was in like locked up, they treated you like you was an animal, even though you trying to do better. I just really just, kept praying and building faith with God and, asking him to change my heart. And I got out here, had me a kid and started building me a family, start changing like that right there.
So that program they put you in, how was your relationship with the teachers and the staff and all of that?
It was up and down, man. You had some that was for you and a lot of them wasn't for you. And it was crazy because a lot of the people was there, they was blacks. But they treated you like, the whites. It was racist, man. Basically, it was like a federal program and you only could go there if you got selected. And that's what it was. I had one teacher named Miss Hughes. She tried her best with me, but she talked to you like you wasn't, you stupid, and stuff like that when you needed help. Because to be honest, I only have an 8th grade education.
Right. She called you out your name?
She called me, she bashed me, man. And all I was trying to do was just get help, to
she
get
was a
my
black lady?
Black lady, yep. Yep.
Man.
That's what you put up with in them type of places.
I'm sorry you went through that, brother, man. And some people wonder why guys start off at the age of 12 committing crimes, and and when they actually go to a facility and they try to get the help they need, you don't get nothing but some more negative stuff.
That's it. Yeah.
And I really do honestly believe that our criminal justice system and also our Alabama Department of Corrections and all those programs, man, they need to reform themselves. Because like I said, you were 16 years old.
Yeah.
And you went there. So
yeah.
you still even though you had some that was held against you, you still needed to get an education.
Right.
You still needed to get an education. And from there, man, I'm like this. If anybody go to that program, they should be able to get that education they need. And
that's what it's for. That's what it's really built for you to, get your mind right back set for society. Because when you get out, you're a felon, it's hard on you. That's why you get those type of trades. So when you come out here, you have you something to do instead of you going back to what you was doing. But that's how it's set up.
So how many years did you
do? Huh?
So how many years did you do when you went?
I did 3 years in all.
Almost you were 16.
4. Yep.
And did you go to the penitentiary or?
Yeah, I went to Kilby. I come from Kilby to Draper, from Draper to ATEF, from ATEF to Elmore, from Elmore to Decatur work release, and I got out from Decatur
at the age of 16.
Yep.
And you was in the state pen, and you was in the Alabama Department of Corrections.
Yep.
At 16, and the crime that you did, I'm pretty sure.
Because what they did was they changed the law where if you were 16 and up, you called a Class A felony, they automatic, yeah, they certified you as an adult. It didn't matter, I was even in there with kids younger than that.
Right.
I met a boy at Draper, man. His name was Rudy. He's from Mobile. This little boy was 14, man. 25 years for a murder. He killed his mama boyfriend because he used to beat on her a lot.
Right.
He killed him. They got that man 25 years at 14 years old.
So the crime that got you in there, that you got charged for, was that was a non-violent crime?
No, it was a robbery, first degree.
Okay, that mean
But what they did was they charged me with every robbery in the area. I only did one. They charged me with 9 robberies.
Was you by yourself?
Huh?
Was you by yourself for that? The one that you got the robbery with first degree?
No, it was 2 other dudes on it. They told on me and everything.
How old were those dudes?
I was the only one went to prison. One on the robbery. One of them was 18 and one of them was 28.
And they was older than you.
Both of them told and got out of it. You know.
So y'all committed this robbery.
Yeah.
You 16 years old, got an 18-year-old with you, and another person that was 28.
Yeah.
And they didn't do no time.
No time.
And they end up putting everything on you.
Everything, yep.
Man.
Yep. Because it was in like 5 Points. You know what 5 Points is? Mm-hmm. It was in that area. It was the old Sonics. It's now it's a Waffle House now.
Yeah.
That's where I did it at, right there. Yep. They charged me with everything. Burger Kings, Popes, everything. Checkers. You know, and it's like to them, they didn't even care, like, to not know I ain't do it. They just wanted somebody that committed a robbery on a restaurant to stick it to them. They put them all on me, man.
Do you remember who was the DA at the time that was the district attorney?
Maggie Golden.
Say it again.
Maggie Golden.
That's who the DA was?
Yep.
Okay, and wow. And who was the judge?
Judge Hamilton, Laura Hamilton.
That's who was the judge.
Yep.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out, man, them 2 guys that got off, they must have had them a lawyer, or they just wrote a testimony on you. That's the only thing I can think of.
Be quiet. You can't do that. One of the dudes, his auntie picked this case up. Come to find out, his auntie was a lawyer.
Right.
She picked it up and beat it. I don't know how they did it. But the other dude, we had the same lawyer. Some type of way he got out of there and got his own lawyer. And it just went sideways from there, man. They put everything on me because the investigator that was questioning us, he knew me from the projects. And he knew the people I ran with, we did that type of stuff. He knowed it. So when he got me, man, he was like, look, you don't even got to talk. He said, tell me what you did. But he on his desk, he got so many sticky notes and, statements. They didn't wrote everything, put everything on me. And I'm telling these people, like, man, just do what you got to do. They got us probably like 2:00 in the morning, man. I didn't go to jail till like 11 that morning. They roughed me up, beat me up, punched me, busting my nose, my lips, all that just because I wasn't talking. I'm like, look, why should I talk? And they done told on me. Y'all got everything you need. Just send me down the road. I'm ready to go. Man, them folks got me a hard time, man. Put guns to my head.
And they beat you up and all of that.
They beat me up, put guns to my head, threatening my life many times. Yeah.
And this happened right here in Madison County.
Yep.
Low down dirty, man. I'm just trying to tell you. I mean, it just every time I have a conversation, it's just more information, bro.
Yeah.
More information how crooked this criminal justice really is, bro.
And then my lawyer told me at the time, he said we was already 25 years behind in law anyway. When I caught my case. So, I mean, if you just pay attention to it, Alabama appears a slavery state. They make their most money off of penitentiary inmates. That's why they saying they gonna let people, them folks ain't for letting nobody out because that's their money. Instead of investing that money in building more schools and colleges and stuff like that, they want to build these penitentiaries. It's crazy, man. It's sad the stuff you see in there, man. For real.
So,
when you get out here, you want to change, but they look at you the same. They look at you once you convicted that you're always that way. It's crazy, man.
So let me ask you this: what are some of the challenges that you face? Like now, since you got out, since you touched down and everything, what has been some of the challenges?
Really like just trying to be focused, stay on the right track. You know, times get hard, and you know that criminal mind try to sneak back up on you. You know, just defeating that, keeping that, you know, buried, keeping that behind you, and trying to stay focused and on a positive note. That's my main challenge for me.
So so you've been pretty much coping with that pretty good.
Yeah, I done got better, you know. As the
That's
day
good.
go, I just learn, I just get better and better by the day.
It's a day-to-day thing, man. You
Yeah,
know, it's just a day-to-day thing, man. Anything a person has struggled with in their life, you know what I'm saying? And if
yeah,
they trying to beat that, whatever that is, if they trying to move on and put that behind them, it's a day-to-day thing, a day-to-day thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's a thing we call it when we in prayer meeting in church. We call it we'll say I die every day. You know, that just another name, another word for asking God to forgive us for our sins every day.
right,
You
right,
know, thank you, God, for getting me through this day. You know, and then the next day come, thank you, God, for waking me up, and we say that prayer, allow me to be here, and let's get this thing started today. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's a
right,
day-to-day thing, and I found out me trying to overcome things in my life. I had to deal with them on a day-to-day thing. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I just couldn't look down the line on Monday and be like, how this gonna be Wednesday? I'm like, no, no, no.
right, right,
That didn't work for LaGarrette. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I had to just worry about Monday,
yeah,
making sure I was straight. You know what I'm saying, for that Monday.
yeah,
And then when it's time to close my eyes, thank you, God, for giving me the strength to go through this day. You've been good to me. That's what it means, you know. And even when I slipped up, you know what I'm saying?
right,
Even when I messed up, I asked God for forgiveness. Ask him to forgive me for my sin. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And that's that die every day thing right there. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, man. We're gonna move on to the next question though. What are your experiences with fines and fees?
Man, I'm just gonna tell you like this. I didn't realize that the fines and fees come from them housing you in the penitentiary. Like I told you, it's a money thing. You basically paying them their money back from them housing you, feeding you, clothing you, all that stuff. It's just crazy. Like my fees, it's like right now, these restitution I got, they got me paying on a robbery that I didn't even do. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I didn't like I still owe these people like 9,000 right now, you know, and I gotta pay them like about 100s. And they threaten your life with like if you don't pay your restitution, you know, we gotta put out a warrant for your arrest and things like this, man. They not understanding, you know, life, I'm a felon. So how am I gonna get this money and just pay y'all people like this? You know? And it's just rough, man. It is. It's really hard on you.
right.
It's just hard on me, man.
I mean, like I say, man,
They didn't
stay
even really
strong.
want to let me. They didn't even want to let me out probation, man,
So you off
because of
now?
yeah. I some type of way God let me off. He without me even paying the rest of my money. You know, so
That's a blessing right there.
yeah,
So let's talk about so you are probation. So you still had to pay that restitution though.
yep,
You pay that monthly.
yep. Every month before the 10th. Yep.
So when the last time you ever looked at your balance?
I ain't even gonna lie. It's been a while.
You might want to check that out and see how much you done paid and how much you own, so you can know, and also find out where that money is going to.
And then let me tell you, did you see where they the money that a lot of people was paying on their restitution? That lady was stealing the money, man.
Yeah,
You saw that on the news?
I heard about it.
Yeah, she was taking your money. So, and a lot of people got locked up behind that.
Yeah,
That's crooked, man.
and that's the
She was,
lady that was working in the restitution office that was making it, that you, when you call to make your payment, she didn't want to answer the phone.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
is she still working there?
She's still there, man. They let her came back. And you know, it's so crazy because to me, I look at that, even like with probation, parole, and restitution, that's like paying for your freedom, basically.
Right.
You paying these people to stay out here. It's crazy, man.
Man, how they gonna let her come back to work for stealing money? Stealing money. She taking people that's making payments, and she's stealing the money.
She's still in there right now, man.
But if you want to call her, if she call you about your money or your monthly payment, and you don't have the money, she quick to say she gonna issue out a warrant.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Quick to say it. How about somebody issue out a warrant for you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I say, man.
For taking these people money.
Yeah, people that's trying to do right and change their ways, man. You taking our money.
Yeah, somebody definitely to issue out a warrant for her.
Yeah, they do.
She the one needs the warrant.
Yeah, she do. You taking money from folks, from the state and everything. Come on now.
But definitely know how much you owe. Know how much you paid, and so you can look at your balance and all of that, and definitely try to find out.
I keep up with that now.
Yeah.
I do. I keep that in my drawer in an important package, folder. I keep that. It just I ain't looked at it in a while because I really like, man, I'm tired of them folks.
Yeah, I feel you.
But at the same time, I still got to do my part because they'll, get dirty,
Yeah. And just what are you paying restitution to the person you and the other guys had when y'all did the robbery? That's who the restitution going towards?
It's going towards the restaurant, yeah. It's going towards the penitentiary, and it's something else.
I always thought restitution was for me. From what I studied in criminal justice, I think the restitution supposed to be went back to whoever the victim was.
Right, you pay them that money back. Right.
That's what I thought the definition.
To be honest, it's just like paying a lawyer. They break that money down who all in that courtroom, the DA, the judge. That's how I feel they doing with their money. Cause I know many guys, man, been paying money and still go back to prison.
So pretty much
the restitution.
Yeah, so they pretty much we gonna set this restitution at this price, and so so the money will go back to the victim, and then
we gonna get ours too.
And then the lawyer can get his cut out of it.
Yep.
And then anything somebody else want to pinch out of it, if that's what's going on, they can do it that way.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even know it.
Yep. You will never know.
All you know is the amount you got to pay a month.
That's it. You don't know where your money going. You don't know if it's going towards that. You don't know.
Right. And so how long you been out?
I've been out 6 years.
And you still paying restitution ever since you've been out?
Right now. Yep.
So you know how much your balance is and all of that, right?
Right now, yep.
Man.
I still owe these people like 9,300 right now. And I done been out 6 years, man. Yeah. My restitution in all was like 22,000. Yeah.
16 years old.
I done had a lot of people help me, like my mom, my brothers, but they get tiring too. People got life, people got bills, we gotta live.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, it was hard on me finding jobs because of my background.
Mm-hmm.
But now it kind of eased up on me, and I can do a little more now. But yeah, man, I still owe these folks.
Well, I can just say, man, I just big ups to you, brother, for taking that thing day by day. When you said when you was explaining to me how the criminal mind will sneak back up on you,
yeah,
and you can easily fall back.
Yeah, and then like that life. Like she told me, we sat down and had a talk. She was like, baby, a lot of people, they get forced back into their lifestyle because they don't have no backbone.
Mm-hmm.
And that made sense. When she said that, I thought about it. I said, you know what? That make a lot of sense. Because a lot of people wash their hands with you, once you then went down the road, and because you've been gone so long, and it's different. It's just different circumstance for different people, man. They cause them to go back out there. Some people just can't get away from their life. It's terrible, man. It is.
Keep doing what you're doing, Carlos.
And then they even have, like, when I was at Kilby, man, I was reading this paper on the wall. It said 95% of the inmates will come back within 6 months. And I promise you, everybody I was in prison with, they back, man, with more time, life sentences, murder charges. If it weren't for me and the mind frame I got and the people that I've been surrounding myself with, I would have been gone back too. You know, it's terrible how it's set up, man. It's bad. That's why you got the judges that keep giving these guys slaps on the wrist. Cause they know, that judge know in her heart, you gonna be back. We're gonna get you back. And when the next time you come back, they're gonna put it on you. They know that. It's like they speak it on you, on your life, you know? And even like far as getting like prison tattoos and stuff like that, they say you really supposed to leave all that behind you. Cause they saying that's all that stuff is kind of like cursed, and it'll like bring you back in there. Cause it's like you're a part of, you took a part of with you. No, I left it all there. I left everything there, man.
Right. And like I said, man, like I said before, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing the right thing, bro. Staying strong, stay on top of your game. You know what I'm saying? Keep paying the restitution, but just keep up with it, with everything, what's going on, man. And I got much respect for you, Carlos. You know what I'm saying? Just sit back, listen to you talk, man, what you've been through, brother, and where you at right now. You know, God got some greater things for you, brother. You know what I'm saying? And like I told the other guys that I talked to, man, it's a day-to-day thing, man. You know, but it's all start from right here. You know,
There you go.
once you make that initial decision that you ain't trying to go back to that life no more, and you want to do better. You know, you want to do better for your family, your wife, and all of that. And that's the decision that you made. You know, but you got a ministry. You got a ministry as well, man. You got a ministry to these youngsters that's out here. You know,
I do.
They need to hear your story, brother. And one thing about Faith in Action Alabama, we working on a campaign coming up in 2021. It's the voters right restoration campaign. We are helping people who have been directly impacted, like yourself, start the process of getting your voting rights back, being able to vote.
Yeah.
And you can come out to that. And also, I'm gonna be getting in touch with you again, probably within the next 2 weeks, man, and seeing if you want to come and volunteer. You know what I'm saying? And help out in the community. Help out in the community.
I'm all for that type stuff, man. I really am, because we need this.
Right.
We need more people like this standing up, man, because there's so many fathers just ain't in their kids' life, or no father figure. It's terrible, man. We need it. We need that.
Exactly, man. It's some young cats out here, man, about 15 and 14 need to hear your story, bro.
Yeah.
They need to hear it from the ones who have experienced it, you know.
Right. And I can relate to a lot of, you know, kids growing up without a father. I didn't have that. I only had my mama. You never met my dad. He died from AIDS. Never met him. You know, that hurt me too a lot. You know, growing up with that on your heart.
Right.
You know, seeking attention. And that's what a lot of it came from. It's like I wanted attention, but seeking it in the wrong places. And it cost me, you know.
Right.
But
yeah, man, I honestly, I just can't believe what happened to you when you was 12. They tried to get you for put you on an indefinite probation till you were 21.
Yeah.
So, and at 16, you got processed into the Alabama Department of Corrections and all of that, you know, and you made that full turn, brother, and you back here, you touched down. God has allowed you to come this far. So ain't no reason for you to turn back now, bro.
No,
What we do, man, we keep